effortless speech. 7. Comparative adjective. I made this video to fulfill my English assignment. Modal verbs. What is modal verbs? The definition of modal verbs is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to indicate modality that is like likelihood, ability, permission, possibility. List of modal verbs: can, could, might, will, would, shall, should, ought to, and must. Modal verbs do not add s or es to the third person singular. For example, he can swim. And modal verbs don't need auxiliary to form negative and question. For example, she should stay menjadi she shouldn't stay. Modal verbs can. Use example for impossibility. We cannot fix it. Modal verbs might. Use example for permission. May I have another cup of coffee? Modal verbs might. Use example for possibility. We eat better for tomorrow. They might be eating their dinner now. Modal verb shall. Use example for formation. So I do that, or will you? Modal verbs ought to. Use example for she was right or correct, or she ought to finish by next. Modal verb should. For example, to possibility. We should solve this problem. Modal verb will. For example, to promise. I will come back on Monday. Adjective clause. Adjective clause ini terdiri dari whom, which, that, whose, when, and where. We use adjective clause, also called relative clauses, to identify or give additionally information about nouns, people, place, or things. Who and whom are used only for people. Who is the subject of the clause, after whom you shall see a verb. Who is the object of the clause, after whom you shall see a subject or noun or pronoun. Which is used only for things which can be both subject and object of the clause. That is used for both people and things. Whose is the possessive and is used for both people and things and must be followed by noun. Gerund. What is gerund? Gerund is a verb in its ing form that function as a noun that names an activity rather a person or thing. Any action verb can be made into a gerund. Gerund ini merupakan kata kerja yang dibendakan yang berbentuk verb ing. Gerund memiliki beberapa fungsi, di antaranya yang pertama, gerund berfungsi sebagai subjek. For example, reading makes me happy. Reading makes me happy. Reading di sini berfungsi sebagai subjek, makes sebagai verb, me sebagai objek, and happy sebagai komplement. And number 2, gerund berfungsi sebagai objek. For example, I like reading. I like reading. I berfungsi sebagai subjek, like sebagai verb, and reading sebagai objek. Number 3, Gerund berfungsi sebagai komplement. Gerund berfungsi sebagai komplement. For example, my hobby is dancing. My hobby is dancing. My hobby di sini berfungsi sebagai subjek, is sebagai kata kerja ataupun verb, and dancing sebagai komplement. Dan yang keempat, gerund berfungsi sebagai preposition ataupun sering digunakan setelah preposition. Di antaranya in, at, without, on, after, before, from, about, with, without, dan lain sebagainya, ataupun masih banyak lagi. Untuk contohnya, I will drive all the way without stopping. Without di sini sebagai preposition and stopping sebagai kata gerund. Possessive adjective. Possessive adjective ataupun kata sifat yang digunakan untuk menunjukkan kepemilikan kata benda atau noun yang dimodifikasikan. We use possessive adjective before noun to express possession. Subject pronoun. I, she, he, it dengan jenis singular. They, we dengan jenis plural. You dengan jenis singular ataupun plural. Subject pronoun I, possessive adjektifnya ialah my. She, possessive adjektifnya here. He, possessive adjektifnya his. It, possessive adjektifnya its. They, possessive adjektifnya their. We, possessive adjektifnya our. You, possessive adjektifnya ialah your. Phrases. My car, her books, his house, its color, their food, our homework, and lain sebagainya. Take a look at the example. For example number 1, I am Marcella, my shirt is blue. Possessive adjektifnya di sini ialah my. Descriptive text. What is descriptive text? Descriptive text is a text that describes a particular object in detail. The purpose of writing a descriptive text is to describe and refer a particular person, place, or thing. Structure of descriptive text. Number 1, identification, and number 2, description. For example, I have a cat. My name cat is Orange. Orange has orange fur. Its fur is so smooth. It has 4 legs with cute paws and kitty claws. It has 2 orange round eyes and 2 little ears. It has many whiskers that make it look cute. Its nose and mouth are pink. It also has long fluffy tail. Quoted speech and reporter speech. In this lesson, I want to tell you what is quoted speech and reporter speech. Quoted speech is repeating the exact word that someone spoke or wrote. And reporter speech is when we tell someone what another person said. For example, quoted speech, she said, I won't be coming home tonight. And for example, reporter speech is she told us that she wouldn't be coming home that tonight. Comparative adjective. Apa itu comparative adjective? Comparative adjective itu adalah hal yang digunakan untuk membandingkan membandingkan, baik itu membandingkan orang, benda, tinggi badan, bentuk, ukuran, dan masih banyak hal lainnya. Dalam menggunakan comparative adjective ini, kita perlu memperhatikan beberapa hal, atau kita perlu menggunakan rumus. Rumus yang pertama, jika hanya monggunakan satu silabel ataupun satu suku kata, maka akan menggunakan adjektif er, akan diakhiri dengan er. For example, tall. Tall itu kan hanya satu silabel, satu suku kata, maka akan ditambah dengan er menjadi taller. For example sentences, she is taller than him. She is taller than him. Taller. Dan rumus yang kedua yang perlu kita perhatikan yaitu jika menggunakan 3 suku kata, maka adjektifnya akan menggunakan more or less. More or less. For example, itu expensive. 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 3 suku kata. Karena dia menggunakan 3 suku kata, maka akan menjadi more expensive. More expensive. Contoh kalimatnya, Fortuner is more expensive than Brio. More expensive karena dia menggunakan 3 silabel, maka akan menggunakan more.